The West Indies have brushed aside Italy, or should I say, they have cleaned up Italy. You know, people, there wasn't much anticipation in this match because I already told you from before, the West Indies will beat Italy. You know, my main concern with this team now is the Super 8 challenges. Yes, my peeps. I think um, their next match is against Zimbabwe, and trust me, the way Zimbabwe is playing and they stun Sri Lanka, there's a little concern. You know, the West Indies just have to come with their A games. But my peeps, welcome back. If it's the first time on the channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell to be the first alerted whenever a new video is uploaded. So my peeps, the West Indies comfortable with 5 wins, I think 4 wins from their Group C in the T20 World Cup. You know, beating every team in it going into the Super 8, where I expect the dominance to continue. A lot of people don't have hope in West Indies going further than this, but I can envision a semi-final place. Yes, my people. I feel like the West Indies has returned. The semi-finals is just in their grasp because the first match is up against Zimbabwe. And let's just really chop up the Super 8 fixtures for the West Indies, you know, and where I think they should end it up. Right? Zimbabwe, I think, on the 23 of February, right? And in my opinion, um Zimbabwe is playing some good cricket, you know. Sikandar Raza, congrats to him. Kwete Walsh, congrats with the bowling. And even the batting coach, congratulations to every one of them. Zimbabwe cricket have really seen a resurgence in their future when it comes on to T20 cricket. I think they have some great players. I can't just look down on them and say, hey, they don't have that, they have it. You understand? And they're pushing above their weights than before. Such a pity that they had to run into the West Indies because that's where their light is going to be dimmed. Yes, you heard it right. It's a he told you the West Indies is going to dim the Zimbabwe light. All I'm asking of the West Indies is to win just 2 matches in this Super 8 matches and book themselves a semi-final spot. And the way we have seen them performing is not too difficult to ask or not too much to ask, because if you guys have been following the West Indies from the first time they beat Scotland, you have realized that each and every match somebody else stands out. We know we have getting good contribution from Shimranet Meyer, yes, but look at all the matches. Shimranet Meyer stands out. Brandon King, Sherfin Rutherford. I'm just naming, no guys, all of the matches. Look at the stats and tell me if I'm wrong. Sherfin Rutherford, Jason Ola, Romaro Shepherd, Akil Hussein, Gudakish Moti, Matthew Ford, Shemar Joseph, Rastan Chase. Come on, man, tell me if I'm making mistake, because based on what I'm seeing, everybody shoving up their hands at one point. The only player I can't say does not shove up their hands as yet fully is Rovman Powell. Everybody else in the team have given an outstanding performance. And I think Rovman Powell is just around the corner. I heard a lot of people on the media saying that he should be drop rated, but some of these guys are just brainless. They're just wagonists, or they're just people who just watch the game and don't understand the game. You understand? I think Rovman Powell brings something different to this team. He has been there before with this team and he have experience. Um, you know, it's more than just him making runs. It's what he brings to the team now as a senior man in the team. The second leading run scorer in West Indies T20 history. You're not going to drop a man like that. And I think he's hitting the ball really nice. You know, it's just the fact that he need to get his timing right, and you know, his mind frame and his mindset. He just back himself back into form. You understand, my people? So on that note, I'm not too worried about Rovman Powell because other players are lifting up their hands and doing what they need to do. It's not just like back in the days where you have Andre Russell and Nicholas Pooran, who you're heavily reliant on. Yes, we're reliant on a straight up and a Hitmayan, Powell and the King and so, but it's not like back in the days where you're gonna say, yes, these guys have to perform for the team to win. No, 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 no. Those days are cut out. I like what I witnessed from Shea Hope in the last match here, smashing a 75, coming off a 60 in the last match and then 75. He's technically coming back into the Shea Hope touch, Shea Hope form, because remember, he was playing in the Super League, I think the Pakistan Super League, and he did fantastic. Now he has regaining some of those form and I'm happy for it. So everything is clicking at the right time. But I think in all of these matches, I think the most valuable player, in my opinion, if it's not Shimmer Maya, it's Sherfin Rutherford with the bat. But today we saw Shamar Joseph created history, bagging 4 wickets and taking 4 catches. No other people have done that in T20 World Cup before, international team before. Darren Sammy has taken 4 catches in a World Cup, and we have other people's as well. But Shamar Joseph has made a name today for himself in T20 cricket. He has fit in perfectly for injured Shamar Alzari Joseph. Trust me, he has really been a revelation. He has just do what he has to do, guys, and he's just helping the team do what they do. I'm talking about the spinning department. A lot of people believe that West Indies is missing a real leg spinner, but I think we have two of the best finger spinner right now. In Kulakish Moti and Aki Hussein. I think these guys are two of the best finger spinner in the world cricket. So we're not too worried about that department, even though a leg spinner would be fantastic. Wrist spinner. You understand? But we just have to work with what we have. These guys have been doing the job already and just continuing the good part. But if I should run up the Super 8 now, my people, as I said, West Indies should be Zimbabwe, even though they have some good players. The Raza, the Burl, the Bennett, and those guys up top. Go on over to the South Africans. It's gonna pose a little threat to us. We can beat them though. We played them in some series before and they beat us, but we can beat South Africa. Then we're gonna have India. Yeah, we're gonna have India as well, and also Sri Lanka. The biggest threat in this T20 World Cup is have to go to India. They have been playing some wonderful cricket and they're coming with a solid record as well. But the setback now is just we need to get over Zimbabwe and then South Africa. After winning those 2 matches, if we lose against India, we will book them again in the semi-final or the final. So it's people, it's still up for grabs, but I'm thinking I feel like the West Indies will make it to the semi-final, and if we make it to the final, we can make the final. I know a lot of the pundit and a lot of the bandit will not give West Indies a lot of credits and don't and write them off before they even reach certain place, but they will do great things. But I know I just wanted to share my honest opinion.